I gotta get this stuff. I'm gonna bring this stuff down. I'm extending all this stuff to my bleed area. And notice I've got this red box. Okay. Some of my text is extending outside this red box, like this stuff down here. So I am going to have to select all that stuff. I'm going to group this, zoom out a bit, and just kind of scooch this up. And again, you have to make adjustments for readability and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to So we may have to make some adjustments inside Photoshop just to move this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Photoshop, and well, look at that, I still have her going here. So I gotta scooch this whole thing up. So I got the gondola here, the balloon, and the text, and I'm just gonna scooch this up. And I got some junk I have to take care of. So which one is that attached to? The balloon. Sometimes when you're moving stuff around, a real fast way to kind of get rid of things is just to make a layer mask on your folder itself, and just quickly kill that like so. Now I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this to my example. When you're working from existing Photoshop files, always you're going to be changing them, so always make sure to save it as something other than the original, because you can get yourself in a lot of trouble that way if you save over stuff. And that's saving. Man, taking forever. So go back to InDesign. Now I could Command D and relink this thing and do it that way. I can go to my links itself. I could select, there it is right there. This is what I mean by all the information. So it's telling me it's an RGB color space. The effective PPI is 504 because it was 300 PPI and then we reduced it down. So remember I talked about you trade size for resolution and resolution for size. So it was 300 PPI at 8.5 by 11. We've scaled it down. So we've taken that, we've reduced its size, which means that we've increased its resolution, its effective resolution. So it happens to be 504. The size, the actual resolution is 300. The effective of 500 is 504. And you see it's scaled 59.5%. So all this stuff you get through your links panel. And you can also go in here and you can edit, you can update it, and you can relink. So what I'm going to do is find this guy here, the jewel case, because this is my messed with one that I just moved around, and this is going to update, and there you go. So this stuff has moved up a bit, which is pretty cool. So I can scooch this up like so. Mr. Badoni's Wild Ride. Maybe I can move this up a bit more. May want to change this font to a different, depending on the color. That's not bad. So anyway, there you go. So that's that setup. And then of course the template itself, you turn it off and that's what you're going to end up with. So there you go. So that's the first part. That's doing the jewel. Make sure to save it.